rotational support, given that sponsor area. And I just wanted to see where that ends up for more players. Like, there's a lot of unsponsored talent along the entire globe, all across the states, all across the country, all across every sort of continent. So I'm wanting to just see how can we see more of our Smash players be supported, and whether it's happening locally, whether it's happening on a major scale, that support that makes dividends no matter which way you put it. So yes, we're gonna be getting right into the set right here. Gonna be Inkling versus Sonic. So wanting to see how this all shapes up. This is winner's semifinals of the pool. Winner of this will be moving on to winner's finals of the pool, and will automatically be making it into top 24. So let's make it into this tournament. Let's see how both of these players do as we get into this game.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going into the matchup. I think Pajarito doesn't have a ton of, I say that, doesn't have a ton of Sonic experience, but Egaz, coach for TCS, does, have that Sonic.
Yes.
Does pull out Sonic a lot. So I may just be eating my words there.
We'll have to see how that's all going to shape up. And a little bit on this matchup, to say the least, as an Inkling main myself, will get a little bit more of the knowledge. This matchup is hella lead dependent. It's definitely going to come down to if either Inkling or Sonic can get the first stock, if they can hold that lead so well with how shifty their movements are, how many options they have to either hold the stage control to run away, or they have people get off them. So we're going to be seeing a little bit of a slow start, but once you see that first stock in, you'll be seeing a big control happen.
Something that I'm not sure will come into fruition, but it's definitely interesting that the green paint blends in so well with the stage. And when Sonic's painted completely green, it might be kind of hard to see the ball approaching you. I don't know if that's going to come into, wow.
Oh no, could have gotten a bigger punish, maybe with a forward smash or a down smash, but goes for that, has another opportunity, goes for the forward smash there. But yeah, you have to recognize those scenarios. You can't go for the simple option. However, I do like the cave control that K.I.D.Goggles is setting up right now.
Yeah, K.I.D.Goggles definitely has a lead. One more grab will do with an up throw.
Oh, using the homing attack to catch out the roller. The spring is not going to be as useful against the Inkling due to how much options they have to mix up the recovery.
Well, and also that was a great decision from Pajarito to just wait out the spring. Knew it was going to come.
Yes. But now, like we said before right here, the game does start off slow because both these two are trying to find that first stop. But it seems like, K.I.D.Goggles not able to find it just yet. Great DI coming in from Pajarito, but goes a little too low with the roller.
Yeah, definitely we saw that Pajarito trying to get that roller out to get the stock, but K.I.D.Goggles was not having it.
And here's sort of the issue, like such a lead-dependent base matchup. Inkling does have issues to take that stock off, does have roller, does have the up throw up air, but despite that can have massive issues with killing. And Sonic has so many ways to evade your kill confirms and to run away. Yeah,
you can definitely tell that Pajarito is really trying to throw out these kill options, trying to end the stock of K.I.D.Goggles before he gets too much more extra credit. But now K.I.D.Goggles a whole stock lead.
Drops having to drop down for a little bit of the recovery. Oh, I love that parry punish, gets the stage control for the forward smash on the Aang's, able to take the stock off.
Yeah, but runs right into that grab from K.I.D.Goggles, and now Pajarito with 107% on him.
No jump and jumps right into it. Yeah. That's a big habit a lot of people have. You waste your jump, so you want to land back to stage immediately, and that was amazingly covered from K.I.D.Goggles.
Good reaction from Pajarito to get that roller going out to the right side, but not quick enough to end up, catching K.I.D.Goggles in that roll.
But now still a big stock deficit happening right here. Oh, I think that might have been a roller.
Yeah, that for sure was a roller.
Yes.
But it's okay. You got to just mentally move on and can't let that hold you back. Because as soon as you start, oh, there you go.
Oh, great recognition as well. Not even doing any pummels, just go straight into the kill confirm. And that's a good way for Inkling to take the stock off. So now 57% going to be on Pajarito. An even game, and K.I.D.Goggles has been able to hold on to this lead ever since getting the first stock. Can Pajarito reel themselves back into this, however?
I don't know if you've been watching Twitter or follow Why Delirious on Twitter, but Why Delirious, the third seed of the tournament, and perhaps the Tennessee favorite.
Wait, that's so risky, but gets the option!
Oh my goodness, K.I.D.Goggles. What a great option from K.I.D.Goggles. Able to get that, and I'm not sure if that was untechable, but that was definitely, I wouldn't attack that.
Yeah,
even
it's
if it
definitely
was.
catches people off guard. But like that is so risky. I've seen people like Sonics go for that setup, and they SD. And I'm seeing like a little bit of like a fist bump coming in from K.I.D.Goggles too, like happy about that read working out, because that actually could have been the demise. And that is a momentum shifter that you do not want to give away.
Well, I feel like K.I.D.Goggles was in the lead the whole game, right?
Yes.
And I think just being able to keep that and seal the stock off, just such a great tool to have in a matchup that is so lead-based. But I think also both characters can struggle to kill. Like, first off, Pajarito didn't die until he was at 170.
Yes.
So definitely you can struggle to kill as Sonic in the matchup, and K.I.D.Goggles was feeling that. And being able to seal the stock, relieve that pressure, knowing that he got the first game, definitely a huge weight off of his shoulders.
So, want to see how Pajarito changes it up. Wasn't able to see the stage that Pajarito chose. I wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing a bit of a run back right now.
I can see that. I can see a run back. Of what I was mentioning earlier about why Delirious, 13th of the tournament, he was tweeting at Pajarito and telling him like, hey man, you should really try learning these percents for up throw up air. And not that Pajarito doesn't know them, but I know that a lot of times he sort of relies on roller instead to get those stocks.
Yes.
So it's nice to see him come out and, I guess not prove YD wrong, but show that he has those percents in mind always when he's playing.
Yeah, so right now, right here, we're going to be doing the run back, and thinking, of course, on the options right here. Inkling, what Sonic usually bans will usually be that Battlefield and the Smashville. And Town and City, very risky counter pick. Kalos, you do not want to go Kalos against Sonic. FD, you don't want to go FD. So, of course, that kind of leaves Pokemon Stadium as that only go-to. You do have small Battlefield, but it seemed like I just want to run it back to this stage.
And a beautiful tech from Pajarito right there. Okay, single jab.
I think maybe was trying to go for like an area op to maybe catch a panic option, but not able to get too much off of it. But still, very tight net game right here because of that advantage state that Pajarito got earlier. Oh, now K.I.D.Goggles feeding a little bit too hard for the forward smash. Pajarito, if they play grounded, can find this opportunity in which K.I.D.Goggles is going to overextend. No jump is on K.I.D.Goggles. Should be the down tilt. Now follow up with the splat bomb and down smash.
Yeah.
Easy stop.
Great
Amazing.
flip chart from Pajarito. Able to get the recovery. K.I.D.Goggles going for a hard read to even it out, but not quite going to get there. Pajarito gets a free 20%.
And now this is Inkling with the read here. But now it comes down to, can Pajarito get extra credit while holding on to the stock here? I've seen a lot of times with Inkling final tunnel vision, they think too much, I gotta get these hits right here. And that is something that Sonic can punish well. However, it doesn't even look like K.I.D.Goggles getting the opportunity. And now you're seeing the answer to this happen right now.
Yeah.
K.I.D.Goggles has to shake this off.
Like you said, this is a very lead-based matchup, and both players, you can see, kind of struggle to be that aggressor. They both love waiting for their opponent to do stuff and then, following up with punishes. K.I.D.Goggles with a quick taunt.
2 quick taunts, actually. Now, I always call it the TK special taunt to get bodied, though. Want to see if it's able to work. I mean, this is Kumite. Sometimes stories change, so maybe we'll be seeing the taunt into the momentum shift. We'll see how it all wheels into a way. 109% gonna be on K.I.D.Goggles. Goes for the forward smash.
Able to recover quickly from that up special, but Pajarito able to seal the stock with an up smash at a shield.
Taught to get body, lives, and it breathes. It always passes down judgment. These homing attacks are getting K.I.D.Goggles destroyed, and we might be seeing another Game 3 with the way that Pajarito has turned this around. That first stock has just shifted everything into the down air, tries to go for the footstool, but you can see so much control. Pajarito is feeling himself so well right here.
Reads the air dodge, but not able to get the air dodge in that K.I.D.Goggles did. Almost getting that 2-frame.
Yes. Oh, jab block, goes to the forward smash. K.I.D.Goggles has to find this opening here without giving themselves a big target on their back. You have to play it grounded, you have to play it patient. In some ways, you might have to do some reverse camping against Inkling and force them into an anti-spot.
And we see, again, another great tech from Pajarito. Really,
Oh, what a call out on the neutral getup. That covers roll and covers neutral getup. But now that puts K.I.D.Goggles back into an even game. This still is Pajarito's game to win right here.
Yeah, KI.D.Goggles definitely has the fight in him to keep it going, but is that
Oh,
up?
messes up the up throw up air. But still has some solid cage control. But this is going to be the issue. Can you take the stock off when you have no up throw up air? When roller is predictable, can Pajarito finish his food?
Okay, back air to send
Oh,
KI.D.Goggles off stage, but again, that homing attack proving so useful for
oh,
KI.D.Goggles.
but put themselves in a horrendous spot.
Yeah,
I do think that some of these homing attacks are making K.I.D.Goggles over ante. Whether he hits the homing attack or not, he either ends up panicking, he ends up putting himself into too much lag, and because of that, you can't force yourself in like that. Inkling does have those kill tools. You saw that up air, like you see some of those other things with the grabs and the F smash. So K.I.D.Goggles has to find a way to reel themselves back into these games without, you know, going like so much like a Hail Mary in the way.
yeah, no, I feel like those homing attacks are putting in a lot of work for KI.D.Goggles, but you're right, when it fails, it sort of puts him into a scramble situation because Pajarito's just being patient, right?
Yes.
Which is a smart decision in that instance, and K.I.D.Goggles realizes that, sort of like chooses panic options out of the failed homing attacks. So definitely, you know, causing him to lose that last stock in that last game. But we'll see how he moves forward in this game 3. Pajarito, like I said, like both players that have won the games had the lead.
Yes.
So I think really this third game will most likely come down to this first stock of this game 3.
Absolutely. I do think it also just comes down to them not being so over antsy while in a deficit. Because these two are very defensive-based players. These two want to either punish you for overextending or they want to hold their ground. And because of that, that shift in momentum catches so many Inklings, it catches so many Sonics off guard. So it comes down to it, you have to be ready to change and adapt. So we'll be seeing who's been able to have that change and to get this game. Already, K.I.D.Goggles with 57% to start. He is pumping and he is fired up.
Great drift from Pajarito though to avoid any more. Back to neutral, able to get a grab himself.
Oh, but didn't get the proper edge cancel off of it. Forward smash. Blowing some really good domination happening here. Was looking for the neutral into it, maybe back air.
Lots of damage here.
Oh, and because they weren't SDIing out, they were able to get the extra damage off the jab.
I think because of the way they were on the ledge, I don't think they could have SDI'd out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what? That trades with the roller?
Yeah, so a thing about the side B is pretty much it has the activation on the bottom. So you do have the opportunity to claim.
Oh, that's going to be the stock!
And that early percent due to the rage, only at 89. And honestly, this might be Pajarito's game to win, just from that one stock alone.
Just so you know, last game, Pajarito started landing a bunch more rollers than he was in game 1. Because game 1, he went for roller a lot, didn't land any of them. Game 2, landed a few, paid off very well, and now able to get it there in a wonderful tech.
Oh, great tech, great patience from the Leds too, not forcing any option. But I'm liking the fact that K.I.D.Goggles is playing a little bit patient on how they're trying to push the advantage, and they're not trying to like go for any big homing attacks like they were earlier. They recognize that them forcing their way in was what was causing them to lose. So they just have to play patient here, play to the Sonic strats, and find the stock once it's handed to them.
And of course, Tennessee sees their boy in the lead, cheering for him here in the crowd, watching patiently as K.I.D.Goggles stays at 23%.
Oh, again, attack.
Yeah, great tech jump into air dodge. Pajarito definitely has those on point.
Oh, what a call out right there. And the homing attack. Oh, that was a risky play coming in from K.I.D.Goggles. Could have set themselves off stage with that splat bomb going the opposite way.
Yeah, very
oh, what a call out.
to the wire. Finally able to seal that stock. K.I.D.Goggles evens the count, but still down 50%.
It really comes down to, this is something that I'm worried about a little bit for Pajarito. Because there's a saying in the Smash community called the sponsorship church, in which people perform worse after getting a sponsor. But does Pajarito have it in them to hold it down and to keep it performing? Or will K.I.D.Goggles, the old head, say, you got to remember my name?
I will say, Pajarito does keep missing those techs from the side Bs.
Yes. Not the most prepared for it. But now this is back to an even game. One of the first times we've seen an even situation. And now it might come down to the second stock instead of the first.
K.I.D.Goggles did a great job of clawing his way back.
Oh, tries to call it a spot dodge. But now K.I.D.Goggles just dashing around it.
And Pajarito did get that roller, but it was a slightly lower percent than he would have liked. And now he's caught scrambling for this kill. K.I.D.Goggles staying patient as he always has been this stock.
But now I see those dash dancing. I can see a roller come out right here. Like, Pajarito has to make that option ambiguous. Either catch K.I.D.Goggles off guard. Back air here, sets up the splat bomb. Oh, the homing attack again, but not the punish.
Definitely K.I.D.Goggles scrambling for that quick air dodge to land as quick as possible. Pajarito going for a grab.
Oh, loving these dashes, but not able to take a stock.
Both players.
Oh, no jump on board. Down smash,
but he
just
misses
too late.
He misses the timing.
Yeah, so a thing about K.I.D.Goggles air dodge, he actually air dodges down and in instead of down and up, and that gives K.I.D.Goggles the stock. Can Pajarito find a way back into his? Oh, K.I.D.Goggles hold on to the lead and block the seeding upset.
Unfortunate because, of course, the back throw 20% earlier didn't kill K.I.D.Goggles from Pajarito, and a back throw from K.I.D.Goggles is what seals it for him.
Now, like, Pajarito struggling to take the stock off, but is able to get the back throw.
Finally gets it. Tennessee's behind Pajarito.
I need to know who you're behind, chat. And you see right here, gets the setup into the upper, not able to get a proper combo off of it, but still a lot of damage stacking up right here. K.I.D.Goggles dashing back and forth in the rings, trying to find the opportunity, and Pajarito is just looking for that one chance to strike up a big world of damage.
Neither players are close to getting a kill, and yet I still have a huge pit in my stomach. Pajarito with the stage control, but
if Pajarito gets a roller, this is over. And I think that's what K.I.D.Goggles have to keep on the back of their head. Roller actually ends the game here for Pajarito.
I think that's why Pajarito's been like waiting, not been using roller nearly as much this game, trying to keep it out of mind.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. He gets the
That's
stock.
the game. And Pajarito is able to hold on.
That's so good, forcing the tech situation. And what are you doing? That is such a